we are moving forward with Section 4, Assessment Audits. Assessment audits are exactly what it sounds like. They look at our assessments and audit to make sure that what we are testing the students over is truly what we need to be testing them on. Before we plan our lessons or do any type of instruction, we always start with an assessment audit. So that's the first step in writing curriculum. We look at the standards that were given by the state. We create that assessment to make sure our assessment matches up with those standards, and then we audit that assessment to make sure it covers what it should cover. Assessment audits are important because we need to be sure we are assessing and teaching the standards accurately. This is a form of backward lesson design, so we don't start with all the lessons and we don't start with all the activities. We start with how we're going to measure and assess those standards. So I'm going to show you an example. Oops, I went too far. Here's the example. This may look slightly different depending on the content that you teach, but as a general rule, it will look this way. It will give you a place to put your standards. So our Missouri Learning Standards will go here. Here's the first standard this test is assessing. You'll just list it right here. Here's the second standard this test is assessing. You'll list it right here. And the third standard. Let's say there are 3 standards for a test, and then you just go through your test and you go, okay, what question or what standard does this question cover? So standard number 1 might be this one. Okay, question number 1 goes with this standard. Question number 2 goes with this standard. Question number 3 goes with this standard. And you just list the different questions. For each question, you tally, is this question a multiple choice, a constructed response, or a performance event? And you just tally what they are. And the DOK level. This seems really complicated right now, but it's really not. And the goal at the end is you see, okay, maybe I have 5 questions on this standard, but I only have 2 questions on this standard. Do I need to adjust that? Do I need to assess this standard a little more heavily? Or you might find, oh my goodness, I have a bunch of multiple choice questions on my test, but I only have 2 constructed responses. Do I need to change that? Or you might look at the DOK level and go, wow, I'm asking a lot of DOK 1 and 2 questions. Do I need to go deeper with that knowledge? Do I need to up it to a DOK 3 for some questions? That is the goal of the assessment audit, to let you see in depth what is your test assessing and how is your test assessing it. We have an example of the template right here that you can fill out. Please, if you're a new teacher or a teacher new to our district, or just a teacher who's not real confident in assessment audits, don't do your first assessment audit alone. Ask one of our instructional coaches to help you. They will help you do that assessment audit. Okay, so don't do it by yourself. At this point, after this video ends, if you will complete Section 4 of the Google Form survey, and we'll move forward with that. Thank you.